historical anime. I'm seeing Mecha in the first episode. I watched 2 minutes and 30 seconds of that, and I was like, no.
Larina, 그림이죠.
Okay, you're listening to the AK Mindset. Please beware of spoilers for shows such as One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, My Hero Academia, Haikyuu, and others. If you're not caught up with the manga yet, we advise you to listen carefully, and we hope you enjoy the show.
The AK Mindset.
You think back to like a show that you might have had like bad animation, and you're like, okay, maybe it wasn't actually because they didn't have good people, but they just weren't given the time and the resources to actually perform. So maybe it makes you rethink all those experiences. Like, okay, Seven Deadly Sins. Like, I'm pretty sure like none of the animators were probably proud to put out the monstrosity that they did with Fescono versus Meliodas. Like, I think they probably
I'm sure
were
in pain. I can see they're in pain. They're like, oh my god, why? Because I know they love the guys love Black Mars. They love the work. So looking at that, they're like, oh my god, why do we have to do this?
And with
I was watching Deadly as well, and then that later season, like I saw those clips of that fight, and
it wasn't it. It wasn't it.
I might start reading the manga for that one, maybe. Like Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, I would say just don't waste your time, because the manga, the way it goes bad. It goes very bad, very bad.
I say give it a shot and decide yourself. I think it's me, but don't expect too much. Is all I'm gonna say.
And they flopped that as well. For goodness sake.
I don't want to say anything, but all I'm gonna say is I'm never defending him after what he did, because he had a chance and then he still ruined it. But
wow.
Yeah. Anyway, with Seven Deadly Sins, it's actually quite interesting because they were backed by, I think, was it Aniplex? That's one of the production companies, and they had a film. I don't even know why they had a film, but because the film flopped, they pulled out of the production committee. And like, I think since they brought a lot of money to the committee, obviously now you've lost some of that money that can be put into getting like a good TV airspace that can be given to the studio to plan their production and all that stuff. So that's why they had to change studios to Studio Dean, and then they had to outsource for most of the season to like another studio, was like Marvy Jack. And that's why like on each episode, like it wasn't that good, because it wasn't even Dean doing it. They were outsourcing to another people who weren't really, I guess, up to the job.
A South Korean animation studio.
Yeah, all because the film flopped. We didn't even need the film.
They did that as well, because they didn't even promote it properly. And they were surprised the film flopped. But I think we need to promote it and then be surprised when you don't get any interaction. Like,
Trust, I didn't even know that movie was coming out.
It was garbage anyway. It was Prince and the Pauper.
I didn't even watch it. What was the point? I didn't even watch it. I looked online, saw everybody talking about it, and I was like, yeah, this is not worth my time.
It was Prince and the Pauper.
They fumbled the bag hard on that thing, bro.
Yeah, Seven Deadly Sins did not deserve season 3, man. Like, that was bad. But in fact, we might as well talk about anime with bad anime, quote unquote, you know, since we're on the topic, you know.
The thing is, me, I usually stay away. I don't think there's any anime I've watched here that I could say is genuinely bad, because I like to be very, very picky and pick the ones that are very top. But I have to, people in your comments are going to start fighting me after I say but whatever happened at the beginning of Boruto, it was absolute garbage. Okay?
No, you're right.
No one's fighting for that. No one's fighting for that.
You can't tell me anything different. When they had, what was it, that girl, what's her name? Choji. And they had the episode of her and the actor.
Oh my days, that made me drop the show.
I had to drop it.
Wow.
What about
It's funny. I think most people dropped it there. I haven't gone back to that show yet. I'm a manga guy. And do you know why it's pissing me off even more? Because the manga is actually decent. The manga is actually decent. But it spent like what? How many episodes of
70.
filler hell? How can you not build up the story before? At least Naruto built up story before you had filler. You had to go straight into filler at the start of the show.
It was such a waste. And the thing is, though, there's a good premise there. There's a good anime there. I think maybe later on, I'm pretty sure later on it'll become like a sick anime. But they just completely lost me at the start of that. I just had to.
It was literally set up by Naruto. How could you flop?
The thing is, now they're doing the manga stuff, so it's actually good. Like, I'm hearing Delta's in it, Boruto's fighting Delta, Kawaki's there. So, like, I could go back, but it's just too long. Again.
Yeah, I was tempted to actually have a look. Just have a little quick glance.
Sneak peek.
You know the ones.
But, yeah. That was disappointing.
I know Rajel will fight me on this one, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Don't say Fire Force.
It's Food Wars.
Food,
like,
okay. You know what?
No, let me finish, please, because it was a slideshow, and I didn't sign up for a slideshow. I wanted
slideshow.
I wanted movement. Every time they doing the cooking, it's just a picture. I'm just like, why am I watching a colored manga? Like, that's not what I'm going to the anime for, because I can just read the manga. And the art wasn't up to the manga's standard in the first place. I'm not saying I expected that, but like, if you're not even gonna bother to animate it and do like a one-to-one adaptation, like, it's just, I'm not really gaining anything from watching the anime that I can't get from the manga.
When you said slideshow, it triggered me. Once you said slideshow, it triggered me. Because the way of the house husband, oh my god.
I don't want to watch that.
That was slideshow. Oh, I was so hyped for that.
That was
anime.
That was done purposely, though.
The producer wanted to do that.
It was done purposely. It was a terrible decision to do that purposely.
It might be.
Why would you?
But if you do it purposely, that's what they decided to do. It's not like it might be bad, but if you said, I don't think Fifth Play was like, oh, let's do slideshows. Because I agree with that. I loved Fifth Play, but I did have my gripes about it being so slideshowy. And I think just because I loved that show so much, carried me through to the end of it. And I love the characters, you know what I mean?
My condolences.
I was blinded by my love, Matthew. I was blinded.
I said my concerns.
But that reminds me, another anime though, that I feel like it's not a bad anime, but it just wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. And it pains me to say this, but Yasuke, man, I don't know why.
I dropped it in the first episode. I saw Mecha and I dropped it.
Exactly. Why
I'm sorry.
What you need to do is tell the actual story.
In a historical anime, I'm seeing Mecha in the first episode. I watched 2 minutes and 30 seconds of that, and I was like, no. I'm sorry.
The funny thing, all the
I'm going to defend this one.
Flashbacks as well, which didn't make any sense. The story of him becoming the samurai and, growing with Nobunaga, that was all flashbacks. And then the story that they had, the main story, was this, generic story about generic like escort story with an older guy and then a young girl and them going on a journey.
Superpowers.
I will defend this one. Because even though I do to some extent agree with both of you, and I did hate the fact that they didn't go down the historical route that I wanted, because this show, and especially when we saw the trailer, had so much potential. We didn't see all this mech stuff in the trailer. We didn't see all this magic stuff in the trailer. The trailer, if they kept to that, bro, the trailer was good. I was like, bro, I'm watching this. All the mandem, all the black people were like, this is a one, fam. I'm after, you know the ones. But
oh god.
But I was heartbroken, but I did enjoy the vibes it gave. I loved the music. It did a lot of good things, but to say, because it was 6 episodes, it wasn't a chore to watch. I can't hate it that much.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just not good for me.
Yeah.
It's just mid, and I think it should have been something special. And that's what
I think because we were so hyped for it as well.
Yeah.
And that's very disappointing.
Anytime someone uses a black character, please take your time with the anime. We don't mind waiting. Don't rush it and bring out 6. It wasn't even rushed. I think it was good production. I think it's just the fact, the storytelling, everything. It was just not what we expected.
Yeah,
It's on the
Like,
script
historical,
writers.
super. I was like, what? I was so confused. It's like, huh? So I stopped
the
it,
writing
I did
was
something. Why? It was just confusing.
Yeah, we were desperate for a story like this to come out, and it just didn't hit. And hopefully, we see, somebody get it right in the future. Although there's certain studios, if we divert from anime slightly for 1 second, you see how they're making a black Kal-El for no reason with DC with Warner Bros.
We were talking about that the other day.
We talked about that, man.
There's other options for you. You can't make Static Shock, but you want to make Black Clark Kent. There's Valzod there. There's Valzod.
I'm not watching
There's literally Valzod. He's there. He's black. He's canonically black. But he said, okay, let's make the white character that's already white. Why? Who asked for this? No black person asked for this. Most white people did ask for this. Then you fire the person that's been carrying your show for the longest time on his birthday. This year, that's looking crash. I don't even understand what they're doing.
Yeah, it's actually, and it's in its own universe. So it's literally just, to be honest, it looks like just a cash grab to just get money off of black people of color. And look, that's the only reason, the only logical explanation for them doing it, because it's not part of the universe. It's just going to be a movie.
That makes it a lot worse, actually. Because if they're making it standalone, then they could easily have done that Valzod thing that Ed was talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's tangent aside. let's move back to the anime stuff.
Another bad anime. Not really bad, but well, you're gonna laugh at me. This man is gonna laugh at me, but God of High School.
You mean bad in terms of the writing?
Not in terms of the writing, in terms of how they paced the show.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean the writing is really
and
good
the
for High
writing.
School.
No, the writing is not that great.
Have you read the webtoons?
Random stuff started happening, and we had no
That's not the writing,
reason for it to happen.
That's the pace, not the writing. In the webtoons, it flowed perfectly. Imagine putting 100 chapters, 100 plus, may I add, in one season.
In 13 episodes, even. It's a myth.
Yeah, it's not the writing of the original creator. It's the writing of the people that produce the anime or produce the script.
Okay, yeah.
That's
the way they rushed that. I was like, what? How you? This was supposed to happen across 3 seasons. I can't lie to you. And they did it in 1 season, not 24 episode season, 13 episode season.
Yeah, that was bad.
Disappointing.
It was bad. I don't know. They just lost their way. I wasn't a big fan of God of High School. I mean, from an animation standpoint, obviously it looked amazing.
Clean.
What's his name?
Gorgeous.
Park Sang-hoon, I think his name is. His team. Them. They worked on Jujutsu Kaisen too. Them two. He was animating a madness still. The fight scenes were great. They were moving. It looked realistic.
Then the story just let them down.
Yeah, it was pants. I did not care about the characters at all.
It's what pained me is people didn't even know their name. I was like, oh my god, what have they done to my boys?
Fam, we just came to see them throw hands.
Facts.
That's all we every week.
I don't know their name. Embarrassing. How do you not know the main character's name? When people were saying that, I was like, wow. I know it's Korean, but still.
Yeah, but let's be real.
Do you think
Korean names are hard? Korean names are hard.
But if they start making an anime for solo leveling, do you think anyone's gonna forget Sung Jin-woo?
No, but he's bait. He's bait. Your Korean names are toughy, because I'll be watching those K-dramas and the names just spin me. And I'll be saying, nah, this is a name and a half.
The Breaker, I don't remember anyone's name apart from the 9-headed dragon, bruv. The Gumun Ryong. I don't remember anyone else's name because it's 3 syllables. I'm just like, nah.
That's not like Weak Hero, because Weak Hero just gives me Big Ben.
Exactly.
Nice and simple.
Alex Go, Jimmy Bay. Simple.
Simple things.
No, that's too simple. I want to complicate it, because even though I'm not going to remember it, when I hear that name... Then? No, when I hear it and it's said like it's supposed to be said, I'm like, wow, that's a good name,
Just forget it, this guy. But yeah, God of High School was not the one when it comes to story. Animation beautiful, but the storytelling and the pacing just let it down.
I'm gonna say one that applies to both good and bad. One Piece, because from post time skip, like Fishman Island to Dressrosa, anime was in the mud. Like pacing was off, animation was off, character drawing was off. It was
a chore.
It was bad. Like they were animating like 5 pages per episode. Fishman Island to Dressrosa,
including Dressrosa.
Yeah, like, Dressrosa was bad.
Dressrosa.
Yeah, to the end.
Dressrosa was so long, man.
It was bad. It was very bad.
Whole Island was a drag as well. Animation.
I think the first half of Whole Cake Island was not so good.
The Seducing Roots.
Yeah, that was bad. But everything after that was when it started to increase. And like you saw the peak with the Katakuri versus Luffy. I have to choose my words because I don't want to spoil Rotimi. Almost did.
Yeah, you don't do that.
See, thank God you said that. I might have been spoiling. Oh, I apologize right now.
Ross, we haven't said anything in it. We haven't said anything in it.
But yeah, One Piece. I don't know what they were doing. What else? They were trying to rush. But why would you rush? Because they were close to that manga anyway. Take your time, bro. But I said take your time. But that's also they took their time.
Cool. They took their time. Well, they did more. They did more episodes than the manga chapters, bro.
They hibernated on that one. They fell asleep on it and said, "You know what?
I hate.
We'll let it marinate."
I feel sorry for Rotimi, bro. That's gonna be a drag for you. It's good you binging it because week to week was horrible.
Yeah, it was suffering too.
I feel like I did as well.
Yeah.
Week to week was horrendous.
I think it would be a better experience just banging it out in one.
Yeah.
Instead of the week to week. The week to week, yeah, that was a real chore.
But even then, I'm finding it hard to get back into it, like, just because, I don't know, I stopped after 500 episodes because, we just finished that Marineford, which is like, the best arcs in anime history for me. Like, that was probably the best one I've seen so far in all the anime I've watched.
Watching me spitting.
Did you say so?
I said you're spitting.
Yeah, but
it's hard, bro. Read the manga, man. The manga, just read the manga. I think there's a perfect chance for you to segue because I can't with like a full chest. I can say keep going. You're gonna have a hard time until like Zo. So just go into the manga if you find it hard.
Yeah, and Zo's like episode late 700s. So
imagine 200 episodes plus.
If you think you can firm it, good luck. But
if not, I suggest manga. But you need to get into One Piece art though. It's not gonna be easy because sometimes Oda just gets clustered and excited. You just trust too much on one page. Well, good luck, man. That's what I'm gonna say. Good luck.
I'm trying, bro, but it's hard. It's hard. There's also so many other good anime out there, so you keep on having a pause and going back to others. So
yeah,
that's like I think I've chilled that when I'm recommending One Piece. Like when with full chest, I know Jujutsu Kaisen is out there, Demon Slayer is out there. I'm not gonna tell you to watch One Piece. I was like, in your own time, watch One Piece. Like it's one of my favorite animes. But bang out Death Note, bang out Jujutsu Kaisen, Haikyuu. And in your own time, after you're like old and chill.
One Piece in itself is a journey, man. Like apart from the in-world journey, it's a journey just to read it and watch it in your own life, in your own existence. It's actually a madness. And
that's why we're lucky for the early ones we were catching up.
So lucky, fam. Mm-hmm. So lucky.
Very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to be the last of its kind as well. Like we're probably not going to have a long-running anime series like this again. I think what we're seeing with Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer is probably going to be the norm. Just because it's easy.
Yeah. I think there's only Boruto that's there now. Even Black Clover stopped, so there's only Boruto that's left. One Piece and Boruto.
Oh yeah, forgot about Boruto. We'll see about that anime. Whether I'll go and watch it again. Have to wait and see.